Hi, subscribe to my channel Shobha Rana for more.
I understand that part when people say that it's not coming from my heart, how do I still bless them? It's like going to the gym and saying that it's not coming from my body to exercise this much. How do I do that? The only way to do that is by doing that. That's the only answer. There's no other answer to that. But I can truly resonate with and understand that the process is not so easy for a lot of us when we start, practicing forgiveness and we start looking at people as equal human beings and not somebody who's at fault or who is here to harm me or come at me and stuff like that. But yeah, in personal relationships, forgiveness can be a challenging thing to practice, especially when things are not going in the right manner on everyday basis or a regular basis. When we are into very close knit relationships in our homes, when things are not right, and it is only you who is working on your personal growth, your transformation, but the others are just the same. So, in that household, how do you kind of cope with that environment? Because somewhere you're becoming an empathetic person, somewhere you know that your deep inner self's calling is this, that it wants to soothe you, it wants you to become this forgiving person, this empathetic person, this understanding person, but your environment is not conducive to that because others are going to be the way they are. So, how do you kind of navigate through that environment? Uh, it is a challenge for a lot of people, who feel that they are just helpless, even if they want to grow, even if they want to sort things out and heal things for themselves and for others. How do they do that?
For that, I'm going to say something which is going to be very hard for us to digest, but if you think about it, it is true. Until you find the negativity in another person, you probably have it inside you. Otherwise, you will not notice it. So, if you come from a higher vibration, if you come from a positive vibration, you will not notice anything wrong with anyone. The fact that you're looking at something that bothers you and it irritates you, it frustrates you, it makes you sad or unhappy, then obviously there is something inside you that is already being triggered and you are not coming from the right vibration. So then what would such a person do? Work on your own vibration. How do you do that? Look at how you start your day. Start your day on a positive note. Start connecting with your own goals and dreams. Focus on the positive aspects of your own life. For such a person, I would suggest practicing gratitude. If you're living with people and getting along is a problem, then understand that your energy at home is going to affect your energy even at work. It's going to ultimately affect every other area of your life. Your finances, your career, your business, everything is going to be affected, including your health. So then what do? Make sure that in the morning when you start your day, you give a very clear message to your subconscious mind what you want from the day. Today's day is a very loving day, peaceful day, happy day. Also, use the power of your mind. If you know that a particular person in your house is not giving you the behavior that you want, affirm it. My husband is getting more and more understanding day by day. My children are getting more and more understanding day by day. Mr. X is now accepting more and more of my ideas.
Even
Mr.
if
Y,
they are
even
not.
if they are not. Why? Because you only have the power to redirect your own thoughts, your own mind. You can't do it for them. But what happens is, because you're focused on certain aspects of people, that's how they behave with you. How do we know that for sure? You see, scientific aspects of these things are also available today. If you look at the subject called quantum mechanics, there's one particular experiment which was done in the early 1800s. It's called the double slit experiment. That experiment actually proves how law of attraction works. Basically, that experiment proved that when you observe light, okay, you notice that the moment there is a measuring device brought into the picture, light behaves like a particle. But the moment there is no observer, there is no measuring device, light gets exhausted or dissolved into a wave of possibilities. That means before an experience or a person behavior comes into my life, they can be good and bad. There's a possibility of them being good, there's a possibility of them being bad. What I draw from them depends on my perception. That means this universe is nothing without an observer. Because there is an observer, there is a universe. That means the way I look at that person, he's going to continue to stay that way. I have to change my own thinking and thoughts about that person. Very doable. This is not only theory. This is not only philosophy. This is physics, if you understand. And so, look at that experiment and now see in your own life. you will notice if you continue to look at the person the way he is, he's going to remain like that. If you start seeing the person the way he could be, he will suddenly start becoming more of what he should be. So it's an internal game. First, try to correct that internal game. Try to practice gratitude on that person. Pull out something good about that person every day. Something good.